If you spot a rubber band on your front door handle, don't touch it. Here's the sick thing it means. When you return home after being at work or out running errands, you expect everything to look the same as it did when you left. You might come home and find a newspaper on your steps, or even a flyer for a new Chinese restaurant. You might find a package on your steps that's been delivered while you were gone. There is one thing that you never want to find on your front door. If you spot a rubber band on your front door handle, don't touch it. It all started back in May 2016. A Texas woman named Kim Cernigliaro was home alone, and she heard somebody knocking on her front door. She says it really wasn't knocking, it was more like a pounding. Since she wasn't expecting anybody, she did not get up to answer the door. When Kim was home alone, she chose not to answer. She never felt safe opening the door to strangers when she was at home by herself. As this pounding continued, Kim quietly got up and looked out her stained glass window. She chose that window because the person banging on the door wouldn't be able to see her there. When she looked out the window, she saw a man standing at the door. She sat quietly, waiting for the man to leave. After the pounding stopped, she waited about 30 minutes to open the door. She expected to see a brochure or maybe a Bible pamphlet there. Instead, she found a rubber band fastened around her door handle. She was a bit unsettled by what she found, so she decided to contact the police to see if they'd heard anything about people finding elastic bands on their door handles. And what the sheriff told her was shocking. The sheriff's office didn't want to talk about it over the phone. Instead, they sent somebody to her house. When they arrived, they told her that this has been happening all over her town. When you unlatch the door, the rubber band will prop the latch open, and it makes it possible for the criminals to push their way through the door when you peek to see who's inside. If the latch is held open by the elastic band, you wouldn't be able to push the door closed to save yourself in your home. Well, when Kim heard this, she was terrified. She was also thankful that she chose not to open that door. If she had, things could have become very serious very quickly. When the officers from the sheriff's department left, Kim decided to create a post about her experience on Facebook. She wanted to warn other people about what these criminals are doing so that they can protect themselves. She suggested that people don't open the door when they hear someone pounding. Instead, do what she did. Wait it out. If the person is somebody you know and they really need to see you, well, they would call to let you know that they're there. Kim wanted others to be warned about this, and she created a post as a warning to her friends and family members. She never expected the post to go viral. Just a week after creating the post, though, it received over 124 comments, and it was shared over 236,000 times. People from all over the country were sharing the post so that they could warn others of the danger. In Kim's post, she mentioned that parents should also warn their children about this. According to her post, she had changed her views about security a bit since the incident. Shortly after, she and her husband, they went out and bought a gun. They started going to the range to learn how to shoot. Unfortunately, she grazed her husband with a bullet while learning to shoot, but he was fine. She wanted her Facebook followers to know that she was not afraid to use the gun. And at the end of the post, Kim wrote, "I have too much to live for. Do not answer doors without knowing for sure who's on the other side. Those days are over." Although this incident did occur back in 2016, you should still be vigilant. This method is still being used by criminals all over the country. You never know who's going to go behind your front door.